Sylvester Grisby was the one that initiated that project. He initiated it without the president's consent. He initiated it. He said they want to surprise the president. He did it. He's a dead man now, so we don't want to speak ill of the dead. For Steve to say he knew nothing of the project was a lie. It was a lie. All they needed to say is a government-funded project. These are villas that have been built to accommodate the president whenever he goes to Lofa County.
Where the money came from? Where the money came from?
I'm hearing lots of tourists, Stanton. Lots of different tourists. I don't want to get into them because I have not verified them.
And you hear a lot of lies. And that's the reason why the government cannot take a position. Where the money came from?
The information, you can't do better than your capacity. You can't outperform yourself. The Ministry of Information needs to recalibrate. I think Daniel Sando them need to start being combative with CDC. When you want to be combative, be Henry Costa, private businessman, go pocket, or whatever I want to talk. What you can do to me? But when you are the official government spokesperson and you mount that podium to speak, do it with responsibility, do it with sobriety. You can't be hurling invectives and calling the former president, oh, we have mosquito brain and all that kind of stuff. That it's unnecessary. Mamaka is another person that should be fired. Mamaka should not keep her job. Look, Stanton, again, this is why I say if I work in the government, I don't want to work in the government. Because I don't work in the government, I can speak like this. Mamaka came from nowhere. She was not involved with the struggle. She is in the mansion and she acting like she calls the shot. She gets up and she says we can get 285 pieces of yellow machine for $85 million. They wanted to steal from the Liberian people, Stanton. They wanted to steal from the Liberian people. But Mamaka should be fired because of that. She should be fired. Everybody who was involved.
Okay, forget about Grace Payment, his rest in peace.
Grace Payment should be, you get fired now, he's dead. When was the last time you heard Delon complaining about the slow pace of holding people to account? Delon is very vociferous. He speaks quite often. So many issues. He criticized the members of the executive branch. He speaks for everything. But when was the last time you heard him saying that we are letting the people down when it comes to holding people to account? When was the last time? Stanton, think. Because it's that guy who's supposed to do that job. And he's not doing it for whatever reason. I don't know. He needs to go. President needs to fire him. The same way he needs to fire Witherspoon Keita. So don't forget, the president wanted this guy, Jonathan Massaquoi. Massaquoi is who the president wanted. They resisted it. They remember the president appointed a Cooper Cry. Again, it was resisted. So then they said, okay, but yeah, oh man. Oswald 12 law firm key. And I'm told Oswald law firm is doing very well. He's got lots of new clients. He's a government lawyer. He's also twice benefiting from being in our position. And what benefits do we get as the people who supported George Walker? I've heard Buju Ben has given a lot of silly pieces of advice to the president. Senator, again, I don't work in the government. I can talk freely. Buju Ben Keita, I'm told, is one of the people who convinced the president that it was okay to summarily attempt to fire 10-odd people. And they ended up paying them. They paid the former CBL governor $375,000. Buju Ben was one of the key people who championed that. They didn't wait until they concluded the audit of LTA. They told the president it was okay to fire the LTA people. And they ended up settling them. They paid them money. So Buju Ben offers bad legal advice. I don't know which law school he went to, but he offers bad legal advice to the president. So I'm not a fan of Buju Ben Keita, because if you offer advice that the president can fire this person and that person challenges that decision and the government ends up paying that person money, that means it was a bad advice, Stanton. It was a bad advice. The president needs a new legal advisor. Buju Ben is not up to the task. Me, I will tell the truth. The decision to procure those vehicles was not one that was made by JMB. It was made by the EPS. When you are president, I've not been president, I don't speak from experience, but when you are president, the way I hear, there's certain things are decided by your handlers. They come and tell you, say, Chief, we've decided these are the vehicles we're going to get for you.